Hey you, yeah you, the one in private school uniform. What have you done? I do not expect much, but hey, you're young. You need inspiration, some water for your sample. I'll be happy to give you some. Luckily, I know someone who has done a lot, so much you wouldn't expect it from someone like her. She started off just like me.
This is the Insa Shrine, a place where thousands of Filipino pilgrims gathered to fight for freedom and peace. A monument that signified the will and desire of yesterday's nation to fight for true and authentic freedom. And today, it serves as a living symbol and testimony of the unified spirit of the Filipino nation that fought for the freedom they rightfully deserve.
Private school student of a rich family, she came from the Conjuanco family in Tarlac. She was sent to America at the age of 13, hungry for quality education. Her name is Maria Corazon Sumulong Conjuanco, but you may know her as Cory. She later became Cory Aquino 1 year after law school, freshly wed to the legendary Ninoy Aquino. Things were very peachy and nice, a dream one wouldn't want to wake up from, until the tyrant came. A nation brought to its knees, people starving, dying, raging, crying, mourning, and idle. While the tyrant was viciously eating the people alive, they kept their silence. This was unbearable for the duo, Cory and Ninoy, their lives in jeopardy, and those of their children as well. And because of this, worry gnawed on them tirelessly. Ninoy has had enough and took action, but we all know how that ended. With this, their last prophet lying like a slain animal on the floor because of the bullet shot on the whim of the dictator, the people finally rose. They fought silently and peacefully, with no intention to draw blood. It was something Gandhi would shed a tear for. This was the EDSA Revolution. The EDSA Revolution was ultimately successful, with the Marcos family finally losing its iron grip on the country. The nation rejoiced, but behind it all, Cory was devastated. Her husband was dead. The man she was to live with and die with, cruelly ripped away from her. The bite of grief was too painful for her to join in the celebration, but of course, a nation with no leader desperately needs one. And with Ninoy dead, they turned to her. They chose her to be the president of the Philippines. As much as she wanted to bring peace to her homeland, there were still problems dwelling within her. Her grief still frequently attacked her. And what does she know about presidency? She was to put the fate of a nation in her mangled hands. Doubt joined her grief, but still, she strove for the greater good. Though gritty and injured, though scarred and nervous, she pulled it off. Despite all her troubles, she was able to pull our nation to the path of goodness. She healed the wounds we sustained during the reign of the tyrant. She strove for and succeeded in bringing us back to the shining beacon of hope we once were. She became a prime example of a true leader. She became Christ-like. Now that is something worth admiring. Now let's go back to you. What have you done? But more importantly, what will you do?